Hello again. Welcome to class 366. Okay, let's begin with a quick review of the verb to get with preposition. To get into, meterse en, to get into your car, to get into a box, to get into a small container, to get into. También meterse un buen lío, to get into a big mess, to get into a mess. Yes, to get into trouble. Eso es con la ley o con la autoridad. With the authorities, to get into trouble. Don't get into trouble. Don't get into trouble. ¿Cómo voy a salir de este lío en que me he metido? How am I going to get out of this mess? I got myself into a big mess. Now, how in the world am I going to get myself out of this mess? Y el myself sobra. How am I going to get out of this mess? How am I going? How am I? ¿Cómo voy a? Fíjate, how am I? Am I? Hola Maya, mi amiga Maya. How am I? How am I? Yeah? How am I? How am I going to get out of this mess? How am I going to get out of this mess? How am I going to get myself out of this mess? Both are correct. With myself, it's a bit more emphatic. Last week, I got myself into a big mess. ¿Qué lío me he metido, eh? How in the world, ¿cómo demonios? ¿Cómo en el mundo se dice en inglés? How in the world am I going to get myself out of this mess? Any ideas? Any suggestions? Fíjate, siempre lo digo en plural. En español, ¿alguna idea? ¿Tienes alguna idea? ¿Alguna sugerencia? Soléis decirlo en singular. En inglés no. Any ideas? Any suggestions? All right, to get into, to get out of. To get into your car. This morning, the first thing I did was to get into my car. I drove here, and then I got out of my car. All right, to get on, to get off. To get on es subir a una tarima, plataforma, o a un autobús, un avión. To get on. Porque no haces contorsión corporal. To get into implica contorsión corporal. To get on the bus, to get on the plane, to get on the stage, subir al escenario, to get on the stage, etc. To get over, superar un desengaño amoroso, for example. To get over a love triangle. Oh, my broken heart. I'm suffering a broken heart. And Marta told me, don't worry. You'll get over it. No te preocupes, ya lo superarás. You will get over it. It siendo el desengaño. You'll get over it. You'll get over it. You'll get over it. You'll get over it. To get over something, también superponerse una enfermedad. To get over an illness. Yes. How long does it take to get over a cold? Well, in Spain they say to get over a cold, to recover from a cold, to get over a cold. Here in Spain, they say that if you don't take any medication, it takes 1 week to get over a cold. And if you take medication, it takes 7 days. All right. My grandfather was a doctor, a country doctor, médico de pueblo, a country doctor, and he said the only thing you can give a cold is 2 weeks. So there 2 weeks, here only 1. All right. To get over, to get back is volver de regreso. Yes. I went to Barcelona yesterday morning, and I returned in the afternoon and got back at 9 p.m. I got back to Madrid at 9 p.m. To get through to, remember, to get through to, I tried to call the president of the government yesterday. I picked up my telephone and I dialed the Moncloa Palace, and I said, "Hello, yes, yes, I would like to speak to the president of the government, please." And the lady, it was a lady, on the other end, in el otro extremo, on the other end said, "May I ask who's calling?" I said, "Yes, this is Richard Vaughan, the English teacher." And she said, well, one moment, please. And then I spoke to another person, another lady. Yes, may I help you? Yes, I'm calling to speak to the president of the government, please. Just one moment. And finally, she came back and said, I'm sorry, but the president is busy right now and can't take your call. So I was unable to get through to the president. I couldn't get through to him. I'll try again today. Maybe I'll get through. Maybe I'll manage to get through. Manage no es gestionar. También es lograr. Si añades un verbo después de manage, otro verbo, lograr, contactar, manage, to get through, manage to, significa lograr. A lo mejor hoy lograré ponerme en contacto. To get through. Maybe today I'll manage to get through. Through, como a través de. Through. Maybe I'll manage to get through to him. To get across. Transmitir mis ideas. To get across my ideas. How can I get across to you? How can I get across to you the importance of making a strong effort? It's impossible to reach a good level of English without making, sin haciendo, así se dice en inglés, sin hacer, without making an effort. How can I get across this reality to you? To get across to you, transmitirte. ¿Cómo puedo transmitir esta realidad, esta verdad? How can I get this truth across to you? How can I convey this truth to you? To get across, to get rid of. Richard, yeah. You know, now, in the rest of this course, you don't need those pencils anymore. You think I don't need these pencils anymore? No, because in the rest of the units, you don't need the pencils. You can get rid of them. To get rid of those pencils? No way. No way is para nada. No way, Jose. No way. I'm never going to get rid of these pencils. ¿Deshacerme de estos lápices? Nunca, jamás. To get rid of. Deshazte de ellos. Get rid of them. Rid, 3 letters, R-I-D. To get rid of. To get rid of is desembarazarse de, deshacerse de, fuera. To get rid of. No es necesariamente tirar a la basura, pero simplemente deshacerse de algo. To get rid of. Deshazte de ella. Es mala influencia. Get rid of her. She's a bad influence on you. Who? Your girlfriend. My girlfriend. Yeah. Margarita. Get rid of her. Get rid of her? Why? I like her. She's a bad influence on you. Really? Yes. Get rid of her. To get rid of. Deshacerse de. To get rid of, to get along with. Me llevo bien con todo el mundo. I get along with everybody. Los británicos suelen decir get on. Oh, I get on with everyone. I get along with everyone. I even get along with Marta, con el genio que tiene. I get along with her. We get along, right? Nos llevamos bien, eh? We get along. And I get along with you. We get along. We get along es nos llevamos bien tú y yo. Fíjate que no he dicho well, pero se puede decir. You and I, we get along very well. We get along well. Se admite perfectamente, pero si no dices well, así, we get along es implícito well. Si no, no diríamos get along. Sería we don't get along. Yes. But I get along with everybody. I get along with everybody. Do you get along with everybody? I think Marta gets along. You get along with everybody, right? Yeah. It's impossible not to get along with Marta, all right? And I think it's very difficult not to get along with me. I'm an easygoing person. Easygoing means tranquilo. Yeah. I get along with everybody. All right, to get along with. To get together, reunámonos en el bar de la esquina. Let's get together at the corner bar. Let's get together, get together. Let's get together, you and me. Well, tomar una copa, un vino, un chato, como decían antes. Yes, to have a little wine, a glass of wine. Let's get together. Well, where shall we get together? ¿Dónde quedamos? Where shall we meet? Where shall we meet? Fíjate cómo uso shall. Recordarás que es una sugerencia. Bueno, ¿dónde quedamos? ¿Dónde? ¿Dónde nos vemos? Where shall we meet? Where shall we get together? Let's see. We can get together in the corner bar. Pero antes decías at the corner bar. Yes, both are correct. Don't worry about in and at. Sometimes, but don't worry, ante la duda, in, okay? In the corner bar. We can get together at the corner bar. We can get together. Let's get together. You know, we say, wow, Pedro, wow, long time no see. Yeah, we need to get together sometime. A ver si nos vemos. Esta expresión tan usada aquí, a ver si nos vemos. Well, we need to get together. Es que no existe un a ver si nos vemos en inglés, esa forma, que significa que no nos vamos a ver. A ver si nos vemos. We need to get together someday. Necesitamos vernos, reunirnos. We need to get together someday. To get together, I would love to get together with you and help you personally with your English. Yes, I would love to have the time to get together with each of you, each one of you, each of you or each one of you. I would love to find the time, me encantaría encontrar el tiempo, which I don't have, to get together with each of you, to get around. Esto dice entenderse, un rumor. Extenderse, perdona, I can't read these things. Bueno, sí, the rumor is spreading. Hay un rumor de que yo me jubilo. There's a rumor. I've heard the rumor por Radio Macuto, ¿no? In the grapevine. We say la vid de la uva. O sea, lo que es el sarmiento, la vid. The grapevine, viña de la uva. The grapevine. I've heard a rumor. A rumor is getting around. A rumor is spreading. To spread is esparcir o extenderse. To spread, es untar pan. To spread. Yeah, you spread butter on the bread, spread. But to get around, no, me gusta más spread. But to get around is me muevo por ahí. I get around. Sí. I get around. Yeah. I go to Paris. I go to London. I go to Rome. I go to New York, to Texas, to Florida, to Lima, Peru, to China. Yeah, I get around. Yo me muevo. ¿Eh? No me quedo paradito aquí. I get around. Y recuerdo los Beach Boys in Los Angeles. The Beach Boys. Round, round, get around. I get around. Yeah, get around. I get around. Get around. Es lo único que dice en la canción. I get around the town. I get around. Like a record run. Round it, round, round, get around. I get around. Me muevo por ahí. All right. I'm starting to get silly. You know, after 366 classes, tengo derecho a hacer el tonto, ¿no? Aquí sí, Marta. After 366 classes, ya está bien. ¿Eh? It's a lot of classes. Teaching English for 47 years, my friend. ¿Ha merecido la pena? Has it been worth it? I don't know. Devoting my life, 47 years of my life, to this activity. Has it been worth it? Fíjate, estoy usando el presente perfecto. ¿Ha valido la pena? Claro, en español si ha valido la pena, parece que ya me jubilo. No. El presente perfecto, por eso se llama presente y no pretérito perfecto en español. Presente, sigue vigente, sigue valiendo la pena. It's still worth it. It was worth it yesterday. It was worth it 10 years ago. It was worth it in 1974 when I started. and it's still worth it today. So it has always been worth it. It's worth it, it's not worth it. All right, point 25, page 352. Short answers. A ver si entiendes estos. I'm going to ask questions, and you answer yes or no. Are you ready? Are you ready? Did Joan of Arc, first you need to understand the questions. It's not easy. Did Joan of Arc live in medieval times? Yes, she did. Could planes avoid crashes if they had parachutes? No, they couldn't. Should the president of this country should the president of this country, the president of the government, dismiss all his ministers? No, he shouldn't. Has the Queen of Spain ever flown in a helicopter? Yes, she has. Was I born in the same country as you? No, you weren't. Will there be a dinner held in your honor tomorrow? No, there won't. Would I be here if I had a severe case of pneumonia? No, I wouldn't. Is Napoleon famous for his military skills? Yes, he is. Do we have anything in common? Yes, we do. Can circus performers do things that you can't do? Yes, they can. Did the Marx Brothers grow up in the Middle East? No, they didn't. Could we have a coffee now if we wanted to? No, we couldn't. Will the Japanese start another war in the next 20 years? No, they won't. Should I take off my shoes when I go to bed? Yes, you should. Has the president of this country, has the president of the government ever attacked the press? Yes, he has, I think. Were we together at midnight last night? No, we weren't. Is there a statue of you in Hungary? No, there isn't. Would a woman feel afraid if she were alone on a dark street? Yeah, probably, yes, she would. Am I a plumber? No, I'm not. All right. Yes, I am. No, I'm not. Yes, I should. No, I shouldn't. Yes, I did. No, I didn't. Yes, you are. No, you aren't. Yes, she is. No, she's not. Yes, I do. No, I don't. Yes, she does. No, she doesn't, etc. Did Joan of Arc live in medieval times? The first sentence 5 minutes ago. Did Joan of Arc live in medieval times? Yes, she did. Yes. Do you understand, Marta? Do you understand? Joan of Arc. Juana de Arco. Yeah. Joan of Arc. Well, Marta understands me perfectly. Did Joan of Arc live in medieval times? En los tiempos medievales? Yes, she did. Joan of Arc was born in 1412, the late Middle Ages, the third period of the Middle Ages, medieval times. La Edad Media, decimos que es las edades medias, the Middle Ages, plural, the medieval times. So she lived in the third period of medieval times, the late Middle Ages, not the early Middle Ages, nor the mid-Middle Ages, but the late Middle Ages. She was born in 1412, and she was executed by the English in 1431. She was only 19, I think. So did Joan of Arc live in medieval times? Yes, she did. And she died in medieval times, too. Could planes avoid crashes if they had parachutes? Well, yes and no. If planes, los aviones, this is a plane. It looks like a pencil, but it's not. It's a plane. So, imagine a plane is flying across the Atlantic. Imagine this plane is flying across the Atlantic, and it has engine problems. And in 10 different compartments, parachutes, and the plane floats down to the Atlantic. In that case, yes, the plane could avoid, evitar, a crash. with parachutes. However, I think 90% of plane crashes or more take place on takeoff or landing. And in those cases, the parachutes, I don't think, can help. So I think en la mayoría de los casos, ¿cómo se dice? In most cases, if a plane had parachutes in different compartments on the top of the plane, I don't think it would help. I don't think it would help. But in any case, in any case, it doesn't matter, because the likelihood of a crash, the likelihood of a crash, the probability of a crash is very remote. The most dangerous moment of a flight, the most dangerous moment of a flight isn't the takeoff and it isn't the landing. The most dangerous moment of a flight is the taxi from your house to the airport. By far. ¿Cómo se dice con diferencia? Con gran diferencia. By far. The most dangerous moment for your physical, for your health, and is the trip from your house to the airport, or vice versa. Vice versa. It's 10 times more likely to have an accident, to die, or to be injured in the trip to or from the airport than in the plane. So, the next time you go to the airport to catch a plane, to go somewhere by plane, remember, if you reach the airport okay, if you reach the airport intact, you can relax. Okay, because the most dangerous moment of your flight is successfully overcome. All right, so could planes avoid crashes if they had? This is el segundo condicional. This is the second conditional, the present conditional. Could planes avoid crashes if they had parachutes, paracaídas? Shoot in francés is caída. Parachute is a parachute. If they had parachutes. Yeah, no, they couldn't. Probably. Should the president of the government dismiss his ministers? No. Well, I don't know. I don't follow politics very much. To dismiss is despedir. To fire, to sack, to dismiss, to lay off. Should the president of the government dismiss all his ministers? Probably not. No, he shouldn't. Has the Queen of Spain ever flown in a helicopter? The Queen of Spain. Has she ever flown in a helicopter? I think so, yeah. Probably she has. Richard, have you ever flown in a helicopter? No, I haven't. Never. Marta, have you ever flown in a helicopter? No. She says she hasn't flown in it. She's shaking her head. She says she hasn't flown in a helicopter either. So neither Marta nor I have flown in a helicopter. Neither one of us has flown in a helicopter. Neither of us, sin el one, los dos. Neither of us, ninguno de los dos, neither of us, neither one of us has flown in a helicopter. All right. Was I born in the same country as you? No, I wasn't. I was born in the United States, and you were probably born in Spain, although we have many people watching this program from other countries. In fact, on my radio show, I have more online listeners from Mexico than from Spain. Yeah, we have a lot from Mexico. So, was I born in the same country as you? Same as. 1/2 is the same as 50%. Was I born in the same country as you? No, I wasn't. We were born in different countries. Yes, We weren't born in the same country. Will there be a dinner held in my honor this evening? No. There won't be. No habrá. La pregunta es, ¿habrá una cena celebrada en tu honor esta noche o esta tarde y noche? Will there be a dinner held? To hold, I'm holding a pencil. I held the pencil for about 10 minutes. But hold is also celebrar. Mantener una reunión. To hold a meeting. Celebrar una reunión. To hold a meeting. To hold a dinner. A special dinner in my honor. Honor tiene H muda al principio. Honor, pero honor. No, tonight there won't be a dinner held in my honor. Would I be here if I had pneumonia? No, I wouldn't, but I have to go. March is telling me, corta el rollo, shut up, see you tomorrow.